Imagine this scenario. You're currently living your life, succeeding, and have a good understanding of what happened in your narcissistic relationship. Suddenly, you receive a call, and you find yourself talking to yourself, wondering what to do, how to react, whether to respond or not, and what exactly is happening. In this episode, I will explain why this happens exactly. Thank you very much for your support. If you find this content helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for helping share this message with those who may benefit from it. It could be a surprising and unexpected moment for you. You might genuinely believe that you won't hear anything from the narcissist again because they have left you and distanced themselves. At this point, you may have started on the journey of healing from the mistreatment you experienced during the narcissistic relationship. In this situation, you try to understand what happened and question why this person is reaching out to you. You may have thought that the situation was over, but there must be a reason for this contact. It's essential to recognize that no matter how long it has been since the narcissist has been away from you or you've separated from them, they may come back and contact you again. It's crucial not to ignore such a situation because, for the narcissist, it's a significant matter. The contact could be through a text message or a call via social media because narcissists often prefer these methods. Suddenly, the narcissist reappears in front of you and involuntarily you find yourself asking how to deal with this situation and why it happened now of all times. The narcissist was tracking your every move, closely following you and monitoring you, even if you believed it wasn't happening. He was doing so in a subtle way that you weren't aware of because the narcissist needs to know what you're doing and what's happening in your life. From the narcissist's perspective, you belong to him, and he sees you as his possession. This possessive thinking is typical of narcissists, even if your past relationship with them was a marriage or a long-term connection. Human relationships don't work this way. We don't own each other, and it's not a form of commerce. When you transform a person into something, your perspective of them becomes as something that can fulfill a certain purpose. This is not the natural way humans perceive each other, but the narcissist believes that you belong to him, no matter how far you distance yourself or separate from him. That's why the narcissist believes he can come back to you anytime he feels it's suitable for him. This belief stems from the idea that he is still in control of the situation between you two. The narcissist continues to extract something specific from you whenever he wants and needs it, but this is undoubtedly not a healthy dynamic. Many of you watch videos or read articles about narcissism, suggesting that you should immediately cut ties with the narcissist. Unfortunately, not all victims can do this, as there may still be an emotional attachment between the victim and the narcissist. I'm not here to dictate what you should specifically do about narcissism, but when you understand narcissistic tactics, you can figure out what you truly need. Understanding narcissistic behaviors helps you make the right decision for yourself. The reason I want to explain why the narcissist contacts you is that he has been monitoring you for a long time, especially during your healing process after distancing yourself from him. You might be wondering how this is happening, even without direct communication channels. The narcissist has his ways and he can reach you even if you're not aware of how it's happening. He believes that after a certain period, you might forget what happened with him, making it possible for him to be accepted again when he returns. When the narcissist decides to leave you, punishing you and causing this psychological distance becomes one of his objectives. He wants to make you carry out whatever he demands from you and never disagree with him in any way. This is the narcissist's way of controlling and manipulating you. He consistently employs the same method, making you return to him no matter how much he distances himself because he won't allow you to recover from his abuses or improve your life afterward. This is humiliating for him as it reveals what a negative and discouraging person he is. No matter how far the narcissist goes or leaves you for an extended period, he has alternative narcissistic sources compensating for your absence. Don't think that he returns to you regretful or recognizing your worth. Instead, you are left in a painful and sorrowful state due to the harsh treatment and degradation he subjected you to. The narcissist, when distant, may be with someone else entirely. After a certain time of his absence, he might believe that you are now calm and prepared to welcome him back. The narcissist thinks you will accept this approach, welcoming him again. Remember that the narcissist is not returning for your sake specifically but for what he needs from you. Therefore, he might present something to ensure he gets everything he needs from you. Always remember that he will never change and won't make any effort to do so. The narcissist believes he can return to you again, confident that you will provide him with the attention, affirmation, love, and compassion you gave him before. Despite the difficulty, you must maintain complete indifference to the narcissist. He will exert immense pressure on you and your emotions. You might think at that moment that he has changed, allowing him to return, and that things will go well afterward. Believe me, everyone, narcissists repeat the same behavior they did before leaving you, with utmost cruelty. This is the cycle of narcissistic abuse. Believe me, everyone, a narcissistic relationship doesn't last because it depends on what the narcissist can gain from it. As soon as they feel that you're not providing what they need, the relationship becomes worthless to them. A narcissistic relationship is designed to destroy your life and ruin it. If you haven't reached the point where you're ready to distance yourself from this person, you won't be able to get rid of this abusive relationship. It will take longer for you to realize that this person is not building a relationship on a strong foundation, but rather a fragile one that will break no matter how much time passes. So if you're shocked that they have reached out to you again, it's your choice in how you deal with the situation. If you want to break the cycle, not responding and ignoring them is what you must do. However, if you still need some time to understand the true nature of this relationship, responding will bring the situation back to you. I genuinely advise against it. The narcissist will never leave you, and you'll hear these words from them. If you think you won't hear about the narcissist again, or that there might be future communication between you, be sure that they will come back to you, attempting to reconnect. My advice to you is to try to stay away from narcissists as much as possible because you have the right to live a better life without abuse. You deserve to live your life in a way that brings you comfort, and you must make some effort to reach this stage where you feel you have fully recovered from narcissistic abuse. If you decide to welcome this person back into your life, you must know that they will be in your life for a certain period, and you'll spend your time with them going in circles, repeating the same situation over and over again. You must be well aware that no matter how far you distance yourself from the narcissist, and no matter how long their absence lasts, they will return to you one day and try to reconnect with you. It's highly unlikely that they will ever get you out of their mind because this is linked to the narcissistic mindset and their manipulative narcissistic tactics. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video if you found it helpful. If you have any questions, write them in the comments. Also, if you have any comments or suggestions regarding the channel, leave them in the comments. If you have any advice or ideas to help me improve the channel, send them to me.